What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness, and welcome to another episode of Self-Aware Narcissist Sundays, the series where I talk to other self-aware narcissists, other narcissists out there that are trying to become aware. The series for other people who are struggling with personality disorders and mental health issues and are just looking for somebody who thinks like them. This is where we are right now, y'all. So today's episode is going to be about, what if you cannot afford therapy? What if therapy is outside the price range? Or therapy is outside of the budget right now due to inflation and whatever it is. It might not be due to inflation. You might have lost your job. You might not, might not make a lot of money. Whatever the situation is. What if you can't afford therapy? Because a lot of people struggle with this, right? This is where a lot of people struggle right here. Because some people might actually want to try to go get help, but they can't afford it. And this is, like I said, if you're not a narcissist or a toxic person or whatever, you can still listen to this because it's titled, What If I Can't Afford Therapy? And you want to work on yourself. So this is for anybody. This is not just for narcissists. This is for anybody that is looking to work on themselves, to listen to this video and just understand that, even in my, the way my therapy journey goes, I started therapy, as many of you know, for narcissistic personality disorder. I started that in 6 years ago. So I started that in October of 2017. October 11th, 2017 was when I first reached out to my therapist. And I got into the therapy. But y'all know my journey is February or March of that year is when I discovered that I was a narcissist on my own without going to therapy. When my wife screamed at me and called me a narcissist, and I was just I looked it up and I understood that, I might be a narcissist. What's the next step? What do I do next? So it got into that space where that's where I was at. You know what I mean? That's where I had went to with everything. My wife called me a narcissist, and this is February or March of that year. So I went, let's say February, March, April. I went 8 months between thinking about and finding out that I was a narcissist and going to therapy. So in those 8 months, what I did was, the first thing I did was I found groups on Facebook, and this is back in 2017. So the groups are not the same as they used to be, but I got on Facebook and I typed in narcissistic personality disorder, because when I Googled it, it said not very many people are diagnosed per year. And I was like, damn, that's not a lot of people. What do I do in this situation? Because I'm still alone. I don't have any help. So I found a group on Facebook for diagnosed or people who are becoming self-aware narcissists. It was only a couple hundred people in those groups. Those groups were super small and intimate. You can get your questions answered by people who are actually trying to work on themselves. It's just if you don't have therapy, you need to find somebody who might be going through similar struggles, or who might be going through something just very uniquely. It could be uniquely similar, but you need to find somebody who's going through that and be around that person. You see what I'm saying? Be around people who are doing better with their own mental health, who have already kind of got from where you were to where you are right now to where you want to go. So you have to get around people in that space as well, So I had to get around people in those groups that were trying to be better people, because not all self-aware narcissists are trying to be better people. There's a certain cluster of toxic narcissistic people that don't give a damn. They don't care about wanting to be better or changing their behaviors, because they are cool with who they are. And I tell people that sometimes your partner might be cool with being toxic. Your partner might be cool with putting their hands on you. Your partner it's been going on, it's been going on so long that they might be cool with it. So it's just not self-awareness does not mean the narcissistic person is going to get better, but self-awareness allows them the chance. You know what I'm saying? The chance of going to therapy and trying to work on something like that. Because, like I said, no two narcissistic people are going to be the same. No. I've been in psychotherapy since October 2017, working on myself. And where was I working in 2017? I think I had just quit my job at Blockbuster Video. No. I quit my job at Harris Teeter Distribution Center to go do real estate full time. And the first few months of real estate were a disaster. And I almost fell completely on my face from failure, but I kept pushing through that as well. So if you get a narcissistic person, a toxic person, like I said, in your life, they have to want to seek help on their own, but they need to seek out people who think like them, that actually have similar goals as them as well. So that's why I don't really associate with a lot of other self-aware narcissists, other than like Ben Taylor and Leon Walker. Now, I got a couple other people that I'm working on right now, trying to be cool with. Let's see where that goes. But they have similar goals as me. They want to help people. I'm just like, cool, let's help people. Let's do this. We have similar goals. We're not trying to take each other down or destroy the other person. You know what I mean? But so that happens so much. So if you're dealing with it's like if you are a narcissist and you're watching this, you understand you have to get around people who are doing better with their mental health. You have to. You can't do it like that. It's hard to do it on your own. I've had help with my therapist, but also help working on myself by reading a lot of books. I read a lot of books. I do a lot of audio books as well. That's still considered reading. I listen and read a lot of books, and I do a lot of audio books. And like, you have to find books that resonate with you. If you can't find therapy, find good books that resonate with you. A book that resonated with me it's about Viktor Frankl. It's called Man's Search for Meaning. That book just helps center you, because it's just like the only thing that kept is about some Holocaust survivors. The only thing that kept those people alive in the Holocaust, according to Viktor Frankl, was their wants. They wanted to live a good life. They wanted to live a better life. They wanted it. They had to seek it out. They wanted it. And it just in that space. So, and like I said, they had to seek it out. They had to want it, and they survived training camps. The concentration camps in World War II. Because they had a why. They had a reason to go forward. They had a reason to survive. They had a reason to want to live and be better and live their lives to the fullest extent, even after they get out of here, even after they leave this space and whatnot. So that does happen too. So I tell a lot of people that you have to empower yourself in these situations. Like, go seek help, but get around people and read books that actually resonate with you. Man's Search for Meaning resonated with me. I'm reading The Body Keeps the Score right now. I have a few other books. Like I said, I have to put on my Audible app here, because I listen to a lot of books. Those books those books absolutely help center me just in that space. Especially when I feel like I was coming to an end. So that type of stuff happens quite a bit. So Audible's opening up now. But like I said, Man's Search for Meaning, Body Keeps the Score. I'm reading Psychopath Free next. Just a lot of good books, man. Like, what's another book? The Bible's in here. The Bible is definitely in here. The Bible is a book that has helped me so much, y'all. Tony Robbins, Unleash the Power Within You. Books by Jesse Itzler, Living with the Seal and Living with the Monks. He lived with David Goggins. David Goggins, Can't Hurt Me. It's just so many different books that I've read over. See, Man Search for. See, this is my stuff right here. It says Man's Search for Meaning, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Leaders Eat Last, 3 Feet from Gold, 48 Laws of Power, Overcoming Fear of Rejection. Just things like that, y'all, to help center me, awaken the giant within. Just things like that have helped absolutely center me. So you have to find something that centers you and makes you feel whole. Something that, and write down, journal your innermost, your dark thoughts. Journal, get it out of your system. If you can't afford therapy, journal stuff and start journaling and getting it out of your system. Because the more you internalize it and the more you hold on to it, the worse you will be. It just will. Like, if you don't get it out of your system, it starts to poison you from the inside out, and there's a lot more harm than good. So learning how to talk, learning how to be vulnerable, baby steps. I'm not telling you to take a huge leap into being vulnerable if you haven't been vulnerable for the last 10, 15, 20, 30 years. Baby steps on vulnerability. Say something like, if you have a wife or a husband or a partner or some kids, and you feel like you haven't said anything nice to them, and when you try to say something nice to them in the past, it just wouldn't come out. You might have wanted to say it, but something blocked you from giving a compliment. Force yourself to get a compliment next time. Force yourself to have conversations and listen and be open to receiving information without taking everything as criticism. Not everybody's out to attack you. Not everybody's out here to get you or attack you. Just in that space right there. So I just tell people, like I said, you have to find something to keep moving forward with it. So I've only been going to therapy once a month since October of 2011. So it's once a month. It's like $140, $150 a session. But it hit a little bit. But I started sacrificing a little bit and whatnot, just to pay for it. But it was cool. It's cool to help. It helped me get to where I am right now. You have to be willing to make sacrifices, because if you're not willing to make sacrifices, I can promise you're probably gonna lose your wife. You're probably gonna lose your kids or your husband or whoever. You're probably whatever family dynamic you're holding on strong to. You're probably going to lose that as well, because that happens in these spaces, y'all. Don't let your ego cost you a happy family life, because I be damned, it damn near will. Your ego will cost you your family. It can and it will. So you have to take the baby steps in the right direction to make yourself as strong as humanly possible. But anyways, y'all, let me cut this thing short. I also have a book. Y'all have kids out there. It's called "Remember, It's Not Your Fault." It's my kids' book to help kids understand that, hey, you are not in control of your circumstances you were born into. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Of course, like and subscribe for more. And Self-Aware Sunday. Self-Aware Narcissist. Lee Hammock is out. Peace. Thanks so much for making it to the end of my video, y'all. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my self-love journal on Amazon. Lee Hammock, I Love Me, a self-love journal. Help you rebuild that self-love and authenticity after a toxic relationship. Thank you.